So thank you so much, Vivek, for joining us with today. I would like to start with your introduction and ScaleFusion's background first, and then we can move forward with my questions.
Sure. So, thank you. I've been around 25 years in the industry, coming from a background where I have sat on the other side of the table, which we call system integrator or partner. So, we were partner for multiple solutions around software and security. And from last 11 years, I have been into the UEM and MDM industry, and have been with ScaleFusion for last 4 years. ScaleFusion has been around 13 years plus in the market. I took over India around 2 years back, and from them, I'm just building the India market. It's around 325 people organization with headquarters in Pune, having more than 12,000 customers across globe, and presence in 120 plus countries in form of our customer and partner ecosystem.
Okay. So let's move on with my question first. So how is ScaleFusion aligning its unified UEM and Veltar platform strategy with partner-led GTM models across MSPs, SIs, and channel ecosystems?
So, going back to some years back when we were talking about having MDM, then we moved to UEM. We saw that market is moving from mobile device to the endpoint management. And having said that, we were also seeing that a lot of new players are coming in the market and offering their own services. So it was very important for us to build something which is kind of a unique. So we built our product called One IDP, which helps the organization to achieve conditional app access, conditional email access, which is currently demand in the market. Especially when the DPDP Act is coming in the picture, a lot of organizations are concerned about how the data is getting traveling. And then we launched another product called Veltar, which helps organization to do the compliance and the endpoint security. So I think this whole suite is something which is kind of very unique in our kind of market. So most of the MDM vendor or UEM vendor, they will keep focusing on devices. However, what we talk about device access security. So you are managing the device, a device is getting managed and used by the right person, and the device is also right, and then securing it. That's what we do end to end.
Correct. So what role does the channel ecosystem play?
So yes, so of course, like as a part of our process, we train our partner, we tell them the story, the story what we have won in the market, the kind of large customers which we have already on our board, and so it's kind of a two-way. One, partners start bringing the opportunity, and we help customer moving from MDM to IEM to Veltar. So we build the story, during the demo or a POC or a showcasing the product. Second is there are a lot of customers who come to our website, explore our product. So our precious team helps organization to understand the whole concept and the story which we have built around one single agent, one PAN. So at the end of the day, it's a channel who is building our customer layer.
True. So, what role do OEM and technology partnerships play in strengthening ScaleFusion's zero trust and endpoint compliance capabilities?
I believe, as I said earlier, there are a lot of silo players. So someone is offering UEM, MDM, someone is offering IEM solution, someone is offering a endpoint security or a compliance solution. And that means there were three different organizations owning a security and no one taking the responsibility.
Right.
Second was three different agents working on the same device, making device heavier. So let's say the device size is, the agent size is 100 MB. So actually we're ending up 300 MB sitting in the same device. What we have brought on the table is a single agent, single console of 96 MB, which helps organization to do everything.
True. So, how are partners being enabled to deliver value-added services on top of ScaleFusion's platform, and particularly around device lifecycle management, identity security, and compliance automation?
Right. So if you see our partner ecosystem primarily divided into three verticals, I will say. One is the pure device management organization, the people who are selling devices, bundling the solution, bundling their services, selling it to customer. Second are the security partners who are like concerned about organization security. So MDM comes kind of MDM comes as a part of offering itself. So they position identity access management, but my MDM also goes along with that and making the story complete. And third is the ISV ecosystem, independent software vendors who are building their software or integrating their APIs with us and making a robust solution for end customer.
Okay. In highly competitive UEM and zero trust markets, how does ScaleFusion differentiate its partner value proposition through platform integration, ease of deployment, and scalability?
Right. So we have something called LMS, which is Learning Management Solution. So as soon as one person or one partner comes on board, we help them doing the certification, asking them to go through the whole learning curve. And then we also offer them something called NFR, which is not for resale license, so that they can start testing the product within their environment. So we call it very easily like, eat dog food first. When you're selling it, why don't you use it first? So that's one approach. And initially we help partners that our team will be doing the relevant technical stuff. I want your team to be part of the whole conversation. And as you mature, your team should start doing the demo POC deployment and earn better money. As far as profitability is concerned, at the end of the day, everyone is working for the money. So we help partners not only just to earn the money in the licensing, but also encourage them to build the services around that. And since it's a SaaS business, so it means it's a year-on-year a recurring revenue with partner is earning.
Right. So what opportunities do you foresee for partners to build specialized offerings around Veltar's endpoint DLP, secure web gateway, and automated compliance capabilities?
So as I said earlier, that there are very few selective products who can do everything from a single console or a single agent. So one of the story, of course, single agent, single console, that's our very, very large story. And of course, Veltar is something where I don't see really competition, because there are either silo products available for CIS compliance, or there are only one or two key products who have CIS compliance but into the silos. Again, going back to our story, single agent, UEM capability, identity capability, and then Veltar. However, the best part, our product can offer you the customized product or a la carte option. So you don't want my identity? No problem. Just go for CIS. Now, considering the fact that DPDP is coming in, organization are concerned about ISO 27001, they are concerned how my CIS compliance works. And what we offer is a single, from the single pan, I can offer you the CIS compliance for iOS, Windows, Mac, and Android.
Okay. So from Convergence, what kind of exposure you have got so far, and how is it fared for?
So this is the second time when we are participating in Convergence from last 3 years. This time is a much bigger booth. I think audiences are also maturing with time. We have got some relevant, good conversation here in the last 3 days, and I look forward that we'll close it very soon. Yeah.
Anything you want to add up to this conversation? Your closing insights or remarks?
What I feel about Convergence, primarily, this event is primarily for the organization, the people who are exploring solution around network, electronics, not much for software as such, because I've not really seen so many software companies coming here, right? So from the perspective of exposure and the brand visibility, I think that is what the whole idea of having the booth. I was not really anticipating too much revenue or the ROI directly, but it was more of a visibility, from the brand establishment perspective. So,
And future outlook for ScaleFusion for let's say in next 5 years?
we would keep investing in endpoint device management solution and technologies around that. Customers are looking for consolidation, where they don't want so many isolated windows, isolated products, and not talking to each other. What we are bringing on table is a single product, single console, and talking to each other every time. So down the line, we will see other product lines which are like DLP, maturing into DLP stage, I will say. But yes, we will keep focus on the endpoint management and security.
Thank you for your time today, Vivek, and I hope in the future as well we will keep having more such.
Sure. Thank you very much.